Well, that is right. You know, it was during a news conference today that lawmakers were there, including a state representative from Wenatchee. They're urging the state to reform Amber Alert protocols and family court practices.
The front steps of Seattle City Hall is where this group came together calling for change.
What happened to the Decker girls should not have happened.
Child advocates and state lawmakers are putting a spotlight on the case out of Wenatchee. Travis Decker was supposed to return his 3 young daughters to their mother after a scheduled visit on May 30th. When he failed to do so, she called police. An endangered missing persons alert was issued instead of an Amber Alert. On June 2nd, the girls were found dead.
We have all of these systems in place that are designed to set up kids, and we let this family down.
We're not here to make any rash judgments, but we want to look at the system.
Kathy Sherlock traveled from Pennsylvania to be here and share her story. 7 years ago, her ex killed their daughter, Caden, during a scheduled visit.
I know what it's like to lose a child this way. I don't want any other mother to have to feel this suffering.
We are determined to review the Amber Alert system and assess what reforms are needed.
In the Amber Alert, you've got criteria that's got to be met.
In the Decker case, the Washington State Patrol says an Amber Alert was not issued because at the time the father had court-ordered custodial rights and there was no indication the children were in imminent danger. Court documents show in the past the Deckers fought over custody of their 3 children. The girl's mother said Travis Decker was homeless and had been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder.
And I think, maybe we have to have some sort of red flag in custody proceedings that lets the system know that these kids could be in danger.
Now there's a push for the tragedy to be a turning point.
The state of Washington can do better, and it must do better.
And Kathy Sherlock, the mom from Pennsylvania, was able to help pass Caden's law in her state to strengthen child safety protections in custody cases. Washington was considering adopting the law here, but it was narrowly defeated during the last session. Joyce, lawmakers say they will try again.
And then what about the Washington State Patrol? What do they have to say about changes to the Amber Law?
Talking with them this afternoon, they say that they are reviewing this case and looking at how the Amber Alert law was used. They're doing an independent review and also the national Amber Alert laws were going to be looked at, and with this case in mind.
Okay,
Joyce?
so we'll keep following this. Thank
Yes,
you.
we will.
Stay with continuing coverage. Stay with King 5 as we follow the search for Travis Decker, also the investigation into the girls' deaths. You can find updates online anytime at king5.com and streaming on King 5 Plus.